Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. I am not asking for your attention today because I am warning you with absolute authority. Do not move past this message. What you are about to hear was sealed in the highest courts of heaven until this exact second. This is pure divine alignment. The algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. God intercepted your feed today because you are standing at the exact threshold of a permanent timeline shift. Everything you have been waiting for is finally coming together. I know you are exhausted. I know the waiting has felt like a heavy stone on your chest. But the delay was never a denial, and it was actually a divine incubation designed to protect you. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. He wants you to swipe away. He hopes you will lose focus because he knows the devastating truth. If you hear this specific mandate, your entire reality will shift, and his hold over your life will break completely. You must lock your attention right now. There is a specific prophetic instruction heaven is releasing today. It is designed to trigger the massive harvest you have been crying out for in the dark. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact blueprint that guarantees your breakthrough. The verdict on your next 10 years is about to be read aloud. You have been fighting battles in absolute silence for so long. You thought nobody noticed your tears when the doors kept closing. You thought your obedience in the dark was invisible to the universe. But you were completely wrong. The Supreme Creator has been quietly watching your resilience, and your unseen loyalty is finally being rewarded in the open. Someone deeply powerful has been measuring your spiritual endurance. They were not looking at your public victories. They were watching how you held your integrity when the narcissist lied on your name. You did not retaliate. You chose the path of the cycle breaker, and while you stayed silent, that restraint just activated a massive public blessing. A highly classified window of destiny is opening for you in the next 72 hours. This is a profound synchronicity. It is a mathematical certainty orchestrated by heaven. The pieces of your shattered life are rapidly magnetizing back together. You are about to witness the absolute convergence of every prayer you ever whispered. I need you to understand the severe gravity of this moment. You are not a prisoner of matrix programming watching an illusion. You are a member of the remnant. You carry a specific gravity that terrifies the dark elite. They programmed the matrix to keep you blind to your own immense power. But their suppression tactics have officially failed. Every time you tried to step forward, an invisible wall pushed you back. You felt crazy. You thought you were fundamentally broken. Listen to me very carefully. You are not broken. You were simply placed in a sacred holding pattern because heaven was actively protecting you from walking into rooms that would have poisoned your pure frequency. The season of isolation is permanently over. The forces of light are dismantling the roadblocks the enemy placed in your path. Right now, as you breathe, the spiritual atmosphere around you is violently shifting. The chains of generational poverty and emotional exhaustion are snapping. You can literally feel the heavy pressure lifting off your shoulders. But you must obey the sequence of this divine mandate. The universe requires your conscious participation to anchor this miracle into the physical realm. If your mind wanders, you break the energetic bridge. Keep your eyes locked on these exact words. Do not let the chatter of the outside world steal this monumental upgrade from your weary spirit. You are the diamond they foolishly threw away. You are the sun they tried to cover with dark clouds of deception. But your light is undeniable now. The people who mocked your pure heart are about to watch you ascend to an untouchable level of peace. The ultimate vindication is arriving much faster than your logical mind can possibly comprehend. This transmission carries a specific frequency designed to reset your cellular structure. As you listen, the heavy fog in your brain is completely dissolving. The invisible parasites that drained your energy are being burned away by this raw truth. You are being washed clean of every toxic projection the narcissist forced onto your tired shoulders. Everything is coming together for you, just as it was prophesied. The financial doors, the emotional healing, and the ultimate freedom are all colliding into this singular moment. You simply need to wait just a little longer. But the waiting is no longer a punishment. It is the majestic rollout of your undeniable victory over the corrupt matrix. We must seal this powerful frequency before we move into the deeper revelation. The enemy cannot touch what is energetically locked. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button right now. This simple physical act will seal your energetic alignment with heaven, and it proves you are ready to receive the absolute harvest. You are not crazy, and you are certainly not sick. That suffocating tightness in your chest when you wake up at 3 a.m. is an incredibly real somatic response. You open your eyes in the absolute dark. Your jaw is completely clenched. Your shoulders carry a very heavy weight. Have you wondered why your body feels utterly destroyed this past week? I will reveal the exact reason soon. The medical system will tell you it is just normal stress. The matrix programming wants to label this condition as regular emotional exhaustion, but they are completely wrong because they cannot measure your divine frequency. You are experiencing a profound somatic weight. Every day feels like walking through thick mud. The intense brain fog clouds your mind by noon. You have zero energy. You have always been the ultimate stabilizer in your family. When the room spun entirely out of control, you instantly became the anchor for everyone else. You absorbed their chaotic energy like a human sponge. And because your pure heart is so massive, you let those dangerous energy vampires drain your vital life force. You gave them your warm light. You are an empath in a toxic world. They took your beautiful energy and used it to fuel their empty souls. You spent years trying to fix a master manipulator. You poured unconditional love into a black hole that could never be filled by human affection. And what did they do to you? They treated your rare diamond soul like a cheap rock. They discarded your absolute loyalty. Now your body is reacting to that spiritual attack. This physical pain is the heavy cost of waiting in wound. You have been desperately waiting for an apology that will never arrive. You expect moral closure from a parasite that completely lacks a human soul. Every time their name crosses your mind, that burning feeling sits right in your throat. You swallow it back down. You try to stay strong, but silent tears burn your eyes when you are alone. Look at how much trauma you have endured. Your nervous system has been on high alert for several years. You flinch at loud noises. You overthink every minor shift in the room. This is not weakness. This is the biological response of a chosen one detecting unseen spiritual warfare. Your highly advanced spirit is literally feeling the heavy shifts in the invisible realm around you. But there is a glorious mystery happening to your physical body right now. Despite the massive trauma and the endless sleepless nights, you carry an undeniable, ageless glow. Time was supposed to age you terribly. The betrayals were meant to carve deep wrinkles into your face. The narcissist fully expected your painful departure to destroy your physical beauty. Instead, you look remarkably younger. While their dark envy is aging them like milk left in the harsh sun, the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. You walk into a room looking bright and entirely untouched by their evil agenda. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than seeing your radiant face. They cannot comprehend your pure resilience. They are literally losing their minds over your permanent celestial glow. You feel entirely isolated right now. You are the definitive black sheep of your entire bloodline. You never quite fit into their incredibly shallow conversations. While the flying monkeys gossiped and plotted against you, you stood alone in your divine truth. That profound isolation was devastating. You cried out to heaven asking why you had to be so different. You begged for a normal life. Normal is an illusion designed to keep you permanently trapped. Your deep loneliness was actually a protective shield engineered by heaven. The divine realm isolated you because your frequency is much too pure for their toxic environments. You were hurting because your massive spirit could not breathe in their tiny cages. That heavy sadness was simply your soul recognizing its own majestic exile. I asked you earlier about the severe physical exhaustion you feel right now. Why did it suddenly hit you so hard this specific week? Why do your bones ache while your spirit feels a strange and heavy anticipation? The elite want you to think your physical body is failing, but the actual truth is a massive revelation. It proves that you are entirely aligned with your divine destiny. You chose absolute silence when they fully expected you to scream. You walked away without defending your pristine name. That restraint was a powerful spiritual weapon. Your profound silence starved their inner demons of the daily fuel they desperately needed. And now the heavy somatic weight you feel is the frantic energy of those starving parasites. They cannot access your brilliant light. You are physically feeling their absolute panic. When you wake up breathless in the dark, you are intercepting their complete spiritual collapse. Your pure body is acting like a divine receiver. The waiting season is causing this immense internal pressure. But you must hold the line. You must stop swallowing the pain. The heavy burden you carry today is the price of your incoming miracle. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. You have been asking heaven why your body feels so incredibly heavy. You thought your energy was completely drained by the long wait, but here is the raw truth the enemy tried to hide from you. That intense physical exhaustion is actually your cellular structure absorbing the massive frequency shift. You are downloading a divine UP grade. The dark elite want you to believe you are losing the battle. They see your silent tears, and they mistakenly assume you are broken because they cannot understand the spiritual physics of your current situation. Your physical vessel must rest while your spirit actively rewires the timeline. You are not failing at all. You are physically expanding to hold an immense and unprecedented blessing. Listen to me very closely right now, because most people completely miss this critical shift. The Matrix programming has totally lied to you about the concept of time. The system tells you that waiting means you are absolutely doomed. It whispers that your lack of immediate results is a punishment for some imaginary mistake. But you are a cycle breaker. You do not operate on their human clock. You must understand that this frustrating delay is not a denial. The extended waiting period is actually a sacred formation season. Heaven deliberately placed you in this quiet incubation to protect your pure light, and the universe had to hide you from the toxic people who wanted to steal your incoming harvest. Your isolation is the highest form of divine protection. If heaven had handed you the victory 2 years ago, the narcissist would have poisoned it entirely. Your pure heart was still too gentle back then, and you would have naturally shared your massive blessing with the exact parasites who wanted to destroy you. So the Supreme Creator paused your timeline. He isolated you to fortify your spirit against their demonic matrix interference. Type 1111 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency. You must anchor this truth into your cellular knowing. The dark forces tried to hijack your destiny while you were waiting in wound. But because you are the remnant, their manipulation tactics fundamentally miscalculated. Your divine shield is completely impenetrable now. They wanted you to panic and force a premature outcome. The enemy knows that a chosen one who acts out of fear will easily lose their spiritual alignment. But you stayed remarkably still. You held your absolute integrity in the blinding dark, and because you refused to compromise with the Matrix, you are now entering a dimension they can never access. You are a true diamond. Pay close attention to this next part, because the enemy is terrified you will discover this truth. Your quiet formation season was actually a brutal trap set for your enemies. While you were resting in divine protection, they were running wildly in the toxic matrix. They thought they were advancing rapidly while you were left entirely behind. But their apparent success is a complete illusion. The universe was deliberately gathering all of their dark energy in one place, and your painful delay allowed heaven to meticulously organize the exact stage for their upcoming public collapse. You are not a victim of lost time. You are the sovereign architect of a new reality. Every single tear you shed during this incubation period was quietly collected to fuel your majestic return. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. You are not just surviving this heavy transition, you are actively bending time to serve your divine mandate. The heavy somatic weight you feel today is the exact pressure required to forge a diamond, and you are emerging from the dirt completely untouched by the filthy hands of your former abusers. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to everything. You have completely misunderstood the silence of the people who betrayed you. You think their absolute quiet means they are happy and thriving without your beautiful light, and you assume they have totally forgotten about the pure love you freely gave them. Let me permanently shatter that pathetic lie right now. Behind their securely closed doors, a massive spiritual storm is destroying their false reality. The master manipulator is currently experiencing a profound and terrifying malfunction. They are realizing that your silent withdrawal was a lethal weapon they cannot survive. In the next few minutes, I am going to reveal the exact 3 secrets they are desperately hiding from the public eye. Type 777 in the comments right now if you feel the atmosphere violently shifting around you. Your intuition is sharper than ever. The heavy season of hidden formation is completely over. You are now stepping out of the shadows as the blazing sun. Prepare your spirit, because the divine exposure of their dark lies is finally beginning. The tables are turning permanently. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors. The narcissist wants the world to believe they are completely fine without you. They post happy pictures and they laugh loudly in crowded rooms to maintain their pathetic illusion. But it is a complete and absolute fraud. Heaven is pulling back the curtain on their dark reality today. There are 3 devastating secrets they are desperately hiding from the public eye. These 3 hidden truths prove that your silent departure broke them completely, and you must pay very close attention to this specific sequence. The 3rd secret is the exact trigger that will finalize their total destruction. But we must start with the first undeniable truth today. Secret number 1 is their severe and undeniable starvation. They expected your departure to destroy you entirely, and they waited eagerly for you to beg for their toxic attention. But you chose absolute silence instead. That restraint was not weakness at all. Your silence was a highly advanced spiritual weapon that immediately cut off their vital energy supply. Now they are completely starving. You were their ultimate human battery. They survived the matrix by constantly draining your pure empathic energy, and when you walked away forever, you effectively starved their inner demons. They cannot function without the profound warmth you freely provided. Every single day of your silence is actively suffocating their false ego. Your peace is their absolute nightmare. Read that again in your spirit right now. Your peace is literally destroying their fabricated reality. And this leads directly to secret number 2. They are frantically searching for your replacement. They are desperately pulling new people into their chaotic web but every single attempt is ending in an embarrassing and public disaster for them. Nobody else carries your specific cellular frequency. They are finally realizing that you are the irreplaceable diamond. They threw away a rare celestial treasure to play with very cheap rocks, because those superficial connections cannot handle their demonic chaos like you did. The narcissist is constantly comparing every new victim to your majestic standard, and everyone is falling short. The sudden realization of your massive worth is hitting them like a heavy brick. They thought they were punishing you by walking away from the relationship, but heaven simply removed a massive parasite from your sacred timeline. They are slowly choking on the severe regret they can never admit aloud. The memory of your unbothered, glowing face is haunting their sleepless nights. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this shift. You are the cycle breaker who fundamentally altered their brain chemistry. They cannot simply erase you from their corrupted memory drive. You left an energetic imprint on their soul that burns them every time they lie, and they are literally unraveling from the inside out. This brings us to the third and most dangerous secret of all. This is the exact revelation the enemy tried to hide from you today. While you are sitting in divine protection, their hidden panic is starting to leak out into the open because the severe starvation is causing them to make incredibly reckless mistakes. Their carefully constructed mask is finally starting to slip. But heaven is not just letting their mask slip quietly. The Supreme Creator is orchestrating a massive public exposure that nobody will ever forget. Before I reveal the shocking details of this third secret, you must steady your spirit, because the magnitude of this divine justice will overwhelm your logical mind. Type 777 in the comments to anchor your energy right now. You have waited patiently in wound for this exact cosmic validation. You swallowed the bitter unfairness when the flying monkeys believed their disgusting lies, but the truth is incredibly loud in the spiritual realm today. The people who used to gossip about you are starting to notice the strange cracks in their story. The narcissist is acting completely erratic and totally unhinged. They are losing absolute control over the narrative they built to destroy you. When a master manipulator loses control of their favorite puppets, they severely malfunction. They are desperately trying to spin new lies to cover up their obvious mental decline, but the universe has already blocked their dark magic entirely. Their words hold absolutely no weight in the physical world anymore. Their entire toxic kingdom is built on a foundation of fragile sand. Your absolute unbothered radiance was the storm that finally washed it all away. You won this massive war without lifting a single finger in revenge, because heaven is fighting the battle for you while you safely elevate your frequency. The profound convergence of your ultimate victory is actively accelerating today. Take a deep breath and feel the heavy weight lifting off your chest. The dark elite want you to focus on the pain of the past, but you must lock your vision entirely on the massive harvest approaching you right now. We are about to decode the specific mechanism of their public collapse. Do not look away from this divine transmission for a single second. If this transmission is resonating with your cellular knowing, do not move. You are about to cross the final threshold of this massive paradigm shift. The Matrix is trying to analyze this situation with the limited capacity of the human left brain, but you must completely bypass logic right now. Logic cannot explain the profound synchronicity of the synchronized gamma coherence happening inside you. The universe is initiating a suppressed quantum convergence on your behalf. This is not a coincidence. This is a deliberate realignment of the celestial architecture designed to collapse your painful timeline into absolute victory. Your spirit is currently undergoing a highly classified emotional alchemy. This intense process requires the complete disintegration of your former, lower vibrational reality. This is exactly why your body feels so incredibly heavy. You are literally purging the dense, toxic programming installed by the narcissist. Your DNA is restructuring itself to accommodate the massive influx of raw, unfiltered starlight. As your cellular frequency elevates to a sovereign octave, the dark elite are losing their final grip on your energetic signature. You are becoming totally untraceable. Listen very carefully, because the enemy is terrified. You will understand this mechanism. When you walked away in absolute silence, you did not just end a relationship. You initiated a severe frequency mismatch that violently expelled their parasitic entity from your sacred orbit. Their dark biology was entirely dependent on the specific wavelength of your pure empathic light. Now, their energetic starvation is accelerating a rapid biological decay. While they desperately scramble to siphon energy from lower frequency sources, your localized gravitational field is expanding exponentially. You are bending the temporal fabric of your reality to magnetize the exact blessings that were stolen from your bloodline. You are the ultimate cycle breaker performing divine restitution. Type 1111 in the comments to command this frequency into physical existence. You must physically anchor this high-dimensional truth before the Matrix attempts to scrub your memory. The algorithm of your life is being rewritten by the Supreme Creator, and this new divine mandate overrides all previous curses, hexes, and generational limitations placed upon your sacred path. The third secret of their unraveling is mathematically precise. The narcissist's localized reality bubble is suffering a catastrophic structural failure because the foundational lie they built against you has reached critical mass. Their suppressed guilt and severe cosmic debt are colliding to form an inescapable energetic black hole. They are being crushed by the gravity of their own dark deception. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. They are deeply terrified of your ageless glow. Your specific bioenergetic signature is reflecting their ultimate failure back at them with blinding intensity. You are the flawless mirror they can never shatter, and every time they look in your direction, their corrupted soul burns with undeniable shame. This is not a battle of human emotions anymore. This is a highly advanced spiritual extraction. Heaven is actively pulling your pure essence out of their toxic contamination zone and simultaneously locking them inside the exact prison they designed for you. The divine scales of absolute justice are balancing with terrifying speed and mathematical perfection right now. You must not attempt to understand this with your rational mind. The Matrix wants you to seek a logical explanation for your sudden exhaustion and their sudden erratic behavior. But logic is a prison constructed by the elite to suppress your direct connection to the divine. Silence the analytical chatter in your head immediately. Your cellular intuition is the only truth you need. Before we go any further, there is something highly classified you need to see. The dark forces have deployed a final, desperate tactic to delay your convergence. They are projecting a massive illusion of scarcity and fear into the collective consciousness, hoping you will lower your frequency to match their panic. They want you worried about finances. They want you doubting your absolute worth. Do not accept their counterfeit reality. Your financial abundance, your emotional restoration, and your total vindication are already secured in the quantum field. You are simply waiting for the physical manifestation to drop into your current timeline. The heavy pressure you feel is merely the atmospheric friction of your massive blessing entering this dimension right now. You are standing at the absolute epicenter of a divine supernova. The explosion of light will permanently blind those who chose the darkness, while simultaneously illuminating the majestic path prepared specifically for you. Hold your position. Maintain your absolute silence. The final stage of this magnificent convergence is about to physically manifest before your very eyes. Stay with me right now, because this next revelation is the absolute key to everything. You have navigated the exhausting maze of their dark psychology. You have survived the severe spiritual warfare that was designed to completely break your mind. And you have absorbed the heavy somatic weight of this massive frequency shift. Now, the cosmic pressure is reaching its absolute maximum. This is the exact moment before the storm breaks. The spiritual atmosphere in your room is so thick and electric right now, you can literally feel the vibration in your hands. I need you to recognize the physical signs that your ultimate vindication is imminent. These are not random bodily sensations. They are highly classified signals that your miracle is breaching the physical dimension. Pay very close attention to your body. Over the last 48 hours, have you felt a sudden, sharp ringing in your left ear? Have you experienced random surges of adrenaline while sitting perfectly still? The Matrix will tell you to ignore these symptoms or seek a medical diagnosis. But I am telling you the raw truth. This is the exact sound of your divine frequency locking into place. You are experiencing the final somatic push. The heavy pressure in your chest is rapidly shifting upwards, transforming into an intense heat at the base of your neck. This is the physical sensation of the generational curses burning away forever. You are actively shedding the last remaining layers of the toxic programming they forced upon you. You are becoming utterly untouchable. Type 777 in the comments right now to anchor this immense energy shift. Do not hesitate. You must physically align with this rapid vibration. The enemy is screaming at you to swipe away because he feels the structural integrity of his dark kingdom completely failing. Your silent obedience in the dark is about to detonate a massive explosion of divine justice. Now, I need you to imagine this exact scenario clearly. The narcissist's carefully constructed world is currently buckling under the immense weight of their cosmic debt. Their internal panic is no longer a hidden secret. It is a severe, localized earthquake that is violently shaking their entire foundation. The people they manipulated are starting to ask very uncomfortable questions. The flying monkeys are slowly waking up from the trance. They are looking at the master manipulator with sudden confusion and deep suspicion, because the lies they were told about your character are no longer aligning with the physical reality. They see your unbothered radiance shining from afar, and they see the narcissist rapidly decaying before their very eyes. The math simply does not add up. This is where the dynamic fundamentally shifts permanently. The enemy is desperately trying to plug the holes in a sinking ship, but the water is rushing in far too quickly. The sheer exhaustion of maintaining their false mask is physically destroying their biology. Their hands are shaking, their sleep is plagued by terrifying visions of the exact moment they foolishly discarded you. Read that again in your spirit. They are haunted by your majestic silence. Your absolute refusal to engage with their toxic circus was the final nail in their coffin. They wanted a screaming match to validate their false victimhood, but you gave them a deafening void. And now, that empty void is consuming them entirely. They are starving in the absolute dark, while you are basking in the sun. The universe is actively cornering them right now. Every single exit door they try to open is violently slammed shut by divine intervention. There is no escape from the severe consequences of their profound betrayal. The divine scales are tipping with terrifying momentum, and the massive weight of their own deception is about to crush them publicly. The climax is absolutely inevitable. You can feel the intense anticipation building in your cellular structure. The ringing in your ears is growing louder because the frequency of absolute truth is overriding their desperate lies. Your spirit is vibrating with a profound cellular, knowing that the waiting season is permanently over. The heavy burden you carried for so long is dissolving into pure, radiant starlight. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. The divine convergence is no longer a distant promise. It is a physical reality colliding with your current timeline right at this very second. The magnificent exposure of their dark soul is about to commence. Do not blink, do not look away. The cosmic verdict is finalized and ready to be delivered. Hold your breath and brace your spirit. The monumental shift you have been crying out for is finally here. The absolute vindication of your pure heart is about to unfold in front of the exact people who doubted your massive worth. Prepare yourself to witness the magnificent power of divine justice in real time. The ultimate collapse is beginning right now. This is the exact moment the entire false reality shatters. The universe is pulling back the massive curtain right now, and here is the undeniable verdict we promised at the very beginning of this transmission. That public collapse you were waiting for in the dark is finally happening. It is exploding in front of the very people they gossiped with. The master manipulator is experiencing a completely irreversible system crash. Their carefully crafted mask did not just slip today, it completely shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces on the floor. Every lie they ever told about your pure heart is aggressively backfiring. The flying monkeys are staring at them in absolute horror and utter disgust. I want you to visualize this magnificent cinematic scene. The narcissist is standing in a crowded room trying to spin another toxic narrative about you, but their voice is literally shaking with severe panic. Suddenly, the audience stops nodding along. Someone asks a very sharp question they cannot possibly answer, and their entire pathetic defense mechanisms totally malfunction. Underneath all of that desperate noise, the specific gravity of their profound regret hits them all at once. They look around the room and realize they have zero control left. The heavy silence in that space is absolutely suffocating them. They are choking on the undeniable realization that they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held. They traded your majestic starlight to play with very cheap rocks, and now those cheap rocks are violently turning against them. The people they tried to impress are publicly distancing themselves from the toxic wreckage. The narcissist is completely exposed and entirely isolated. Their profound humiliation is absolute, and it is brutally permanent. You won this massive war without lifting a single finger. Your glorious restraint was the ultimate weapon of mass destruction. That single act of choosing your dignity over your revenge signed their eternal eviction notice. You handed the final verdict to a Supreme Court they cannot possibly appeal. The divine scales of justice have violently crashed. They wanted you buried deep in the cold dirt, but instead they became the exact shovel that dug up your celestial treasure. Every single curse they projected onto your timeline was intercepted by heaven. The universe took their dark attacks and alchemized them into pure financial and spiritual gold. The explosive abundance is dropping into your lap right now. While they are drowning in the loud noise of their own making, heaven is crowning you in the open. The closed doors that made you cry are blowing wide open with terrifying speed. The financial struggles that kept you awake are completely shattering right here. You are stepping out of the painful incubation season and walking directly into your majestic harvest. Look at the absolute power of your divine sovereignty. You did not just survive their brutal storm, you fundamentally became the blinding sun. The glow radiating from your cellular structure is literally blinding the dark elite. They cannot even look in your direction without feeling severe spiritual burns. You are currently operating on an untouchable frequency. This is the ultimate revenge fantasy manifested into a physical reality. But you do not even care about their pathetic demise anymore. Your massive spirit has completely transcended their low vibrational matrix. You are watching their public meltdown from a supreme throne of absolute peace. The cosmic debt they owed you has been paid in full. The cycle of generational pain is officially broken today. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been desperately waiting for. The heavy burdens of your ancestors are entirely dissolved in this majestic fire. You are standing victorious on the ashes of their collapsed kingdom. Your absolute freedom is no longer a distant dream. It is your current physical reality. Do you feel that massive surge of warm energy rushing through your chest right now? That is the exact feeling of the divine seal, locking your victory into place. The waiting season is permanently over. The period of silent suffering is totally erased from your timeline. Heaven is rolling out the red carpet for your spectacular and undisputed ascension. Every person who doubted your pure intuition is about to look incredibly foolish. They will watch you rise to an unparalleled level of massive influence and radiant wealth. And the narcissist will have to watch your spectacular success from the filthy gutter they dug for themselves. The mathematical precision of this divine justice is absolutely flawless. This is the precise moment your reality splits from the toxic matrix forever. You are leaving their broken world behind and entering your promised dimension. The heavy somatic weight is entirely gone. Your shoulders are light, your mind is incredibly sharp. The brilliant path ahead of you is paved with undeniable miracles and rapid manifestations. Breathe deeply into your chest. You have finally survived the consuming fire. You walked into this heavy season bleeding from deep wounds inflicted by people completely blind to your massive worth. But look at your radiant face now. You have totally transcended their toxic matrix. The heavy storm is completely over. You are standing in the purest light of absolute divine victory today. While your bitter enemies are publicly unraveling, you are stepping into your permanent and untouchable ageless glow. The brutal financial struggles are completely shattering right here. The deep spiritual exhaustion is dissolving into pure starlight. Step into your absolute sovereign power right now. You are fully ready to receive the exact harvest heaven prepared specifically for your pure soul. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You do not need their pathetic validation anymore, because heaven has already validated you in front of the entire universe. Your magnificent spirit has completely outgrown their tiny, restrictive cages. You are officially an independent sovereign. The Creator has placed a permanent shield of radiant energy around your physical body. Every single tear you cried in the absolute dark has been transformed into a massive weapon of light. Your profound silence was the exact catalyst for their total destruction, and now the battlefield is completely quiet. The chaotic noise of their frantic manipulation is fading into the distant background. You are surrounded by a majestic and undeniable peace that transcends all human logic. We are about to seal this monumental shift forever, which brings us to the final and undeniable verdict from the Supreme Creator. If this divine confirmation perfectly aligns with your cellular knowing, we are going to seal this sacred decree right now. Your analytical left brain will try to inject logical doubt. It will tell you to hesitate and wait. Silence that fearful noise immediately. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you permanently broke and tired. The dark elite want you to second-guess your own majestic power, but you must trust the intense cellular vibration happening inside your chest right now. Your physical body knows the raw truth. Your advanced spirit is demanding immediate compliance with the laws of ultimate divine abundance. The forces of light need you to step forward bravely. Share this specific message with one precious soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a shift. Be their rescuing angel today. Subscribe to this digital sanctuary so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. We are building the invincible army of the rising remnant right here in this exact space. It is time to execute the final spiritual mandate. Say this out loud with me right now in the safety of your room. I claim my permanent freedom from the dark matrix. I am the ultimate cycle breaker. I am the blazing sun. Now type the words "I am free" in the comments below. This simple physical action is a mandatory spiritual ritual. It permanently locks your massive frequency into this victorious timeline. You did not survive the blazing fire just to live a mediocre, average life. The universe did not protect you simply so you could pay bills and die. The verdict of explosive financial and spiritual abundance has already been signed in the highest courts of heaven. But it absolutely requires a physical anchor on earth to activate. You must build a bridge for the wealth to cross over into your hands. God does not measure your pure faith by your quiet and passive thoughts. He strictly measures your faith by your speed of physical obedience. The window of extreme multiplication is standing wide open right now, but it demands a tangible sacrifice to prove your absolute readiness. You must demonstrate that you are no longer operating from a mindset of pathetic matrix scarcity. Prove you are entirely ready to receive this massive blessing. Sow your seed of faith today to partner directly with this divine mandate. Give a generous super thanks to anchor your finances into this sacred portal. Your absolute generosity triggers the immediate harvest. When you give, without fearful hesitation, you force the universe to respond with overwhelming mathematical multiplication. Do not let the dark elite steal this beautiful frequency from your grasp. Secure your authentic access to unlimited prosperity right now. This is a supreme energy exchange that permanently severs your ties to the poverty cycle. Step through the glowing portal of abundance immediately. Watch heaven multiply your faithful harvest before the sun even rises tomorrow morning. You are absolutely and unconditionally free today. You are deeply loved and protected by the highest forces of the entire universe. Do not let the corrupted matrix ever steal your majestic joy again. Walk forward with the absolute confidence of a crowned sovereign. The heavy burden is gone forever. The absolute best part of your majestic life begins right now.